And on that note, joining me this morning via Skype, all the way from Durban, are two phenomenal South Africans, William Goldstone, who is the CEO of Invotech, and a young man who's invented that device that may just change the world. Good morning, William, and good morning, Shema.
Morning.
So, William, what exactly is it that you guys do?
Okay, so Invotech is a university-based business incubator. It is funded by the Small Enterprise Development Agency as well as Technology Innovation Agency. And its whole purpose is to help young people to commercialize their projects. So they have the ideas and they innovate, and we help them to actually get the product out into the market.
So, Shema is one such example. Shema, talk to us. Tell us what it is that you've done.
I'm the CEO of Fintech, and what we've done, we've created a device that allows people to stream content for free. So it's dotted stream. So all you need to do is you just have your phone. Everyone's glued to their phone all the time. So I just take your phone, you connect to the device, and you're able to stream content for free. So originally, we had developed the device not for education, but because of the lockdown, and I was at home for 2 months. That's okay for me, but there were matric students who've been at home for longer than that amount of time. And then we thought about how it's going to affect them and their futures going forward. So we decided to repurpose our technology and address that problem in education.
So how do they access this information? Is there a website that they log into, or are there different portals that they need to access through the Department of Education or their local school? How do they get the information that they need for their grade?
So our approach was different from the beginning in the sense that with traditional internet and networks, you have to go through cell towers to get the content or information that you want. So our approach was take the internet to the people. So we have the device that we install in the school. And as long as you're on the school premises, on the school property, you just take your phone out, laptop, computer, tablet, whatever you may have, and you connect to the device, and automatically you gain access to all the content that you need.
It certainly sounds amazing. I mean, from a no-brainer perspective, that every school that does not have infrastructure should have this available for their learners. And I mean, learners are tech savvy, right? And they will quickly adjust. And if it's data free, how exactly do the mobile telephone operators feel about this?
Well, I mean, you know, as in all things, this is a disruptive service and this is a disruptive solution. I mean, I take my hat off to young people who are able to sit and look at the situation for what it is and to develop something which they know will be beneficial to everybody. We've had that type of question from quite a number of them as well, also concerned about the impact it will have on their business. But we do believe that from a social perspective, the social benefits are far higher, as we all know that education is critical for access.
I mean, what good is an innovation if it isn't disruptive, right? We want to move out of the status quo. And for young people today, education is the future. And attached to education is technology. And attached to technology is innovation. So your solution is mind-blowing, specifically because it came from young people. It's just a small snapshot of what young South Africans are capable of doing. It's inspiring, and it's a wonderful initiative. I commend you and your colleagues who've come up with this. Really hearty congratulations. I definitely hope that your product is rolled out nationally, and once the pilot, being South Africa, is complete, that the rest of Africa can benefit from something as amazing as this.
Absolutely, absolutely. So the application with the solution is amazing. So you take, for example, a prison environment. Within a prison environment, the solution is immediately portable and applicable. So, and there's so many things that we could actually send messages to people confined in those spaces that can help to revolutionize their minds without worrying about the cost factor that is associated with it.
So how do ordinary South Africans who are hearing about this for the first time, how do they contact you and say, I would like to have this for my school, or as a principal of a school, I would like to try this for my learners at my school?
So we have a website. The website's primetechafrica.com. So all our details are on the website. You can just give us a call, you can drop us an email, and then we'll take it from there. Like just this morning, we actually had a call with someone who's interested in purchasing, an individual is interested in purchasing it for his previous school so that he can give back to his community as well.
Now, here's the thing. You're a young entrepreneur. Inventing a product and having a product is only one part of a business, right? What skills do you feel you still need to learn in order to grow as a business leader? Do you feel that you are in need of mentorship? Are you getting that from the guys at Invotech, or are you getting that from university? Did you study something to help you with business leadership and with marketing so that you can take your product to market?
That's actually a very good question, because like having an idea, having a product, and making a successful business out of it are all completely different things. But in terms of my experience, I've never studied, I've never went to any tertiary institution. I've been an entrepreneur all my life. In school, I would sell my books, my lunch, my juice bottles, anything, my bag, my shoes, whatever I could sell, I would sell. And that's how I started off in this entrepreneurship venture. So I started off in entertainment, and that's what really pushed me to go into business, so to speak. And then once I left high school, I went straight into entrepreneurship. I was managing dance crews, or still in entertainment as well. Then I realized that the music industry is going digital. So technology was always in my mind, and going forward with technology. And then that's how I came across Invotech. And that was in 2018. So I've been with Invotech for 2 years now. So I believe it's very important to get that support and that environment. I know Mr. Goldstone always gives me a hard time. Just the other day, he was giving me a hard time. But those are the things that you need as an entrepreneur, because you can't be, it's not about being lapsy days. You need someone to push you and bring that thing out of you. So Invotech.
So how do people get in contact with you to grow their entrepreneurship skills, to potentially become an incubator?
Well, one of the things I've been very concerned about is actually marketing extensively, because we may not have the resources internally to manage the influx. However, within the university environment, we are sufficiently marketed for students to understand that they can visit our center. Our center is not far from campus, and get the necessary assistance. Through that same program, we're reaching out to communities, to people who are involved or connected to people from university. And that's where we're actually building the operation and the organization as we go along. We ourselves have a very young team who are also learning as they're going along, developing the skill, particularly skill around incubation, which South Africa is new to. So we're all learning as we're going along, but as we identify projects, particularly those in the sectors that we support, which is technology, agribusiness, and in the arts, we focus on those. And if there is a unique one outside of that, we'll partner with somebody else to ensure that they actually get the service that they're supposed to get.
Thank you. I think it's important to understand that entrepreneurship is the future of our economy. Viewers, we have the largest unemployment crisis in South Africa at the moment. And it's no secret that corporate South Africa cannot absorb all the unemployed people. So entrepreneurs, inventors, innovators are so critical for the future. You are encouraged to look up places like Invotech who can help you, incubate you, teach you, and give you the necessary skills that you need to be the next big business in South Africa.